Welcome to this explainer. Okay, picture this. You open an envelope or click on an email to check your monthly water bill, and your jaw just totally hits the floor. I mean, you haven't filled a swimming pool, you definitely haven't started taking 3-hour showers, yet the number staring back at you makes absolutely zero sense. It's incredibly frustrating, right? Seeing a massive spike in costs when you literally haven't changed your daily habits at all. Well, today we are officially opening the case file on the spiking water bill, and we're going to figure out exactly what's going on behind the scenes in your home. So why did it just spike? That is the $1,000,000 or, at least the $100 question. When our routines stay exactly the same, a sudden surge in water usage feels like a complete mystery. But rather than just paying the bill and feeling totally defeated, I want you to step into the shoes of a home detective with me today. Because unchecked water usage, it isn't just a localized, temporary problem. It's a compounding financial drain. We're talking hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars over a year if it goes ignored. So we're going to track down exactly where your hard-earned money is flowing. This explainer is going to equip you with the knowledge to solve this mystery step by step, and it starts with establishing the facts of the case. Okay, let's dive right into this. To establish a baseline, we're going to use something called the master meter leak test. And honestly, the best part about this is that you don't need a single specialized tool to do it. Step 1, you just go around your house and turn off absolutely everything. Every faucet, the washing machine, the dishwasher, and make double sure your outdoor sprinklers are totally shut off. Step 2, march out to your water meter. Step 3, just watch it and see if it moves. If that meter is still ticking or spinning while your house is supposedly completely dry, well, you've just confirmed a leak on your side of the property. You've got an active suspect. Now, we're really looking at two totally different types of culprits here. You've got your obvious leaks, and then you have what we call silent stealers. An obvious leak is, the loud, rhythmic, dripping faucet that keeps you awake at night, or a massive visible puddle forming right under the garden hose. You see them, you hear them, you fix them. But the real culprits, the ones that are quietly draining your bank account, are those silent stealers. These are the hidden seepages and the completely unnoticed flows. Because they're out of sight and out of mind, they can run 24/7 across entire billing cycles, just silently driving up those numbers. So the absolutely crucial point here is, where do we look first? Well, enter prime suspect number 1, the silent toilet leak. This is typically a worn fill valve or maybe an unsealed flapper that secretly drains water. Now, you might be thinking, wouldn't I automatically hear a running toilet? But actually, a partially leaking mechanism often makes almost no sound at all. It's just a constant, slow, silent drain from the tank directly into the bowl and then right down the drain. According to our source material, this is notoriously the single most expensive, invisible problem in the entire house. But how do you catch something that you can't hear or clearly see? It actually comes down to a brilliantly simple pro tip. Step 1, you just lift the heavy lid off your toilet tank and drop in a few drops of food coloring. Step 2, wait 10 to 30 minutes and definitely make sure nobody uses that bathroom during this time. Then step 3, go back and check the bowl. If you see that the color has seeped down into the toilet bowl without anyone flushing, boom, you have just caught your sneaky toilet leak red-handed. It's super low tech, it's highly effective, and it proves exactly what's happening. All right, so if the toilet checks out, our investigation has to move into the other rooms. Let's talk about hidden faucet drips beneath sinks. Sometimes, you just wipe up a little moisture under the kitchen cabinet and think nothing of it, but that intermittent drip really adds up fast. And what about running shower or tub valves? Worn seals in those fixtures can actually cause a slow trickle inside the wall cavity itself or right around the handle, even when you've tightly turned a faucet off. You really kind of have to grab a flashlight and actively inspect those dark spaces and supply lines. But what if the inside of the house actually seems totally dry? Well, the investigation has to expand to the perimeter. Systemic and outdoor suspects, like cracked irrigation sprinkler heads and misaligned outdoor zones, are massive offenders. A single damaged pipe in your lawn can waste a shocking amount of water. And because it simply soaks right into the dirt, it doesn't look dramatic at all. You might just think you have a really healthy green patch of grass. You also want to check for moisture pooling at the base of your water heater, inspect those valves, and definitely consider the possibility of corroded supply lines hidden completely behind your walls. Now, you might be wondering, how do we actually detect those hidden wall and floor leaks without, completely tearing our homes apart? Well, you don't need X-ray vision. You just need to use your senses to look for specific warning signs. We're talking damp drywall or peeling paint, flooring that feels unusually soft, or maybe tiles that are suddenly loose. Musty smells in a hallway that you just cannot get rid of, even fluctuating water pressure when you turn on a tap, or the buildup of chalky mineral deposits around pipe joints. These physical, sensory clues are the exact same warning signs that professional plumbers use to pinpoint a leak's location. Sometimes, though, you do all this detective work and the case just goes totally cold. You can't find a puddle, a smell, or a drip anywhere. And that brings us to a critical number, 30 to 60. This is your protocol for a cold case. Go back to your water meter and write down the exact reading. Then, make absolutely sure zero water is used in the house and wait 30 to 60 minutes. Don't flush, don't run the ice maker, don't even wash your hands. Go back and check the meter again. If that number has gone up even a tiny fraction, you have definitive, undeniable proof of an active, ongoing leak somewhere on your property. Now, here's another angle to consider to help crack the case. You need to think like a true detective and piece together a timeline. Compare your bill spike timing with new seasons, irrigation changes, or appliance usage. Did this massive bill spike happen exactly when you turned on the automatic sprinklers for the summer? Did it happen right after you installed a new washing machine or a whole home humidifier? Cross-referencing the exact timing of your bill's increase with seasonal shifts or changes in your home's routine can instantly isolate the culprit system. But what if you've done the dye test, you've checked the drywall, you timed the meter, and you still cannot find the source? Well, look at this advice directly from our source material. If it changes, the leak is almost certainly active. It may be worth asking your water utility about a leak detection program or contacting a licensed plumber. There is zero shame in calling for backup. Many water utilities offer free leak detection audits, and licensed professionals, well, they have specialized equipment to find what the naked eye simply cannot. By confirming the leak actually exists first, you've already done the most important part of the job. So, we've walked through the suspects, the evidence, and the diagnostic tools you have right at your fingertips to solve the mystery of the spiking bill, which leaves us with one final, very important question. Have you checked your water meter lately? Seriously, don't wait for the next shocking bill to arrive in your mailbox. I really encourage you to put down your device right after this explainer, walk outside, and do that baseline leak test. It only takes a minute, it requires zero tools, and it might just save you a small fortune. Because ultimately, the most expensive utility bill isn't the one you expect. It's the one quietly ticking away behind your walls right now. Happy investigating!